On the last episode, we closed on a cliffhanger. On this episode, we witness the rise of Team Plasma. My name is Gitas. I am here representing Team Plasma. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk to you about Pokemon Liberation. I am sure most of you believe that we humans and Pokemon are partners, that we have come to live together because we want and need each other. However, is that really the truth? Have you ever considered that perhaps we humans only assume this is true? Pokemon are subject to the selfish commands of trainers. They get pushed around when they are our partners. Can anyone say with confidence that there is no truth in what I am saying? Now, ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon are different from humans. They are living beings that contain unknown potential. They are living beings from whom humans can learn much from. Tell me, what is our responsibility toward these wonderful beings called Pokemon? That's right, we must liberate the Pokemon. Then and only then will humans and Pokemon truly be equals. Everyone, I end my words here today, imploring you to consider the relationship between you and your Pokemon. We sincerely appreciate your attention. What's up, guys? I'm DeoGenZ. What was that all about, man? Team Plasma, Pokemon Liberation, Gitas! I don't even know if that's really how you pronounce his name. Anyway, I'm DeoGenZ, your host of this Pokemon Black walkthrough. Let's get into it! Oh, wait a second. Hey. Who's this guy? Shady-looking character. Says my Pokemon said something? What could they possibly be saying? I wonder. Oh, really? You're so sure about that? You know, it's okay to admit that you have people talking to you inside your head. They have medicine for that these days. Yeah, we have Pokedexes. What's it to you? Yeah, of course your main goal is to be champion. I'm gonna beat you, though. So are you going to confine many Pokemon into small Pokeballs? I'm a trainer too, and I'm not sure that they're really happy this way. DeoGenZ, let me hear your Pokemon's voice again! We are challenged by N! Okay, so this mysterious man named N, apparently he sides with Team Plasma. I wonder if he's a part of them. I don't know. He seems to be just a normal Pokemon trainer. But he too has a Pokemon in a Pokeball. Hypocrisy? I don't know. More, let me hear your Pokemon. They're not saying anything to you. They're saying, fuck off, my Pokeball is awesome. See, and you guys thought I had a thing for balls. There was a reason I was stressing the Pokeball element, and I wonder what's inside. It's the main theme of this game. I was doing a little foreshadowing back in the past 2 episodes. And now, with the defeat of N, maybe we can hear what our Pokemon said. Will he reveal it to us? I am not sure. I never expected to hear Pokemon say such things. Well, what did he say? As long as Pokemon are confined in Pokeballs, Pokemon will never become perfect beings. I have to change the world for Pokemon because they're my friends. If he doesn't think that Pokemon should be in Pokeballs, why doesn't he just go to the Johto region where everybody just has every Pokemon out with them? And in their Pokewalker if they're in reality. I think that would be the best solution. See, N is very mad that even though there is IR in this cartridge, there's no Pokewalker support. But IR is used much better this time for C-Gear, used for quick battles and trades, so it's rather excellent. The one thing I really wish they did do in regards to trading, and hold on a sec. Watching the information changing on the selection bulletin board makes me so happy. Okay, honestly, it does make me happy. I'm going to admit it. I have been staring at that thing for half an hour at some times. Anyway, but one thing I wish that... Oh, come on, we're getting a call now? Oh, who is this? Mom, come on, I'm doing a Let's Play. I'm on a Pokemon adventure. What could you want? Yeah, we're getting along just fine, Mom. Oh, you just called to hang up? Really? You just purposely interrupted to... Oh, hello. Finally you caught up with me, huh? I didn't know you were chasing me down exactly. Yeah, well, I was headed that way. Oh, well, a present. Alright. Maybe this interruption was worth it. Running shoes. Excellent! Now we can be speedy and go faster to Striaton City. Although something to keep in mind, when you run in the grass, you have an increased likelihood of encountering wild Pokemon. So anyway, getting back to what I was trying to say in the first place, Mother, I really wish that they had some kind of Pokemon trading box for Wi-Fi as well. Because so many times, and I'm sure a good number of you who have tried to trade with me and may or may not have been successful have experienced that it's really, really hard to set up my schedule in correspondent to my viewer's schedule for a good trade time. It would be so much easier if I had someone's friend code and I said, okay, so in this Pokemon box, I want this Pokemon here, the shiny legendary trio or something like that, like shiny Suicune. I want that to go to friend code X, and I'm going to be looking for and then input all the data of the Pokemon. And it should be really specific data too. It should be even more specific than the GTS, so they don't try and trick you and give you some kind of shitty Pokemon. They say they're giving you a shiny when they give you a non-shiny. So checks and balances would have to be in place, but I think it could be done. It could kind of be like an email service, and you just swap Pokemon all day long with your friends. I mean, the GTS sort of does that, but it doesn't do it on the friend level. So when I'm trying to trade with you viewers, it becomes very hard when our times are quite separate. I'm going to do something amazing! Woo! Wow. Very amazing. Next time, try a higher ledge, kid. Anyway, will you battle us? I really love Pokemon battles, so I guess that's a yes. Because my Pokemon are cute. Doesn't mean they'll win. Okay, last Mally. So we are making our way up to Striaton City. On this route, you will find Patrats, Koro... Oh, wow, I slipped there. I was going to say Koroneko, but it is not that anymore. It's Purloin, which is not a bad name. I gotta say, I really don't think that they did such bad jobs at translating the names. Honestly, I mean, really, it's just like... such minutia I couldn't care less about. Wow, Oshawott a beast. Growing 2 levels on 1 route. Yeah, so you can find Purloins, Lillipups, Patrats, things of that nature. Here's a Purloin right here. Let's see if we can catch it. And last time, I added a member early on to my team, and back in the day that was Uteri. Still in the Japanese version to be considered Uteri. But this time, I'm going to hold out, and I'm going to focus on training my Oshawott a bit more. So, growing 2 growing 2 pups, because I was reading that Lillipup, but growing 2 puppies, it's quite easy to do with the right fertilizer. But growing 2 levels on the same route is really realistic when I focus more on just training 1 Pokemon. And it's interesting because Nintendo seems to be, I don't know, maybe a bit more open about the hidden mechanics, or at least hinting towards them, it seems. Because when you talk to a lot of the townspeople and different city folk you meet along your journeys in Unova region, you find that they're talking about really cool stuff like secret strategies, or not secret strategies, but really smart strategies and things that Pokemon trainers, expert trainers end up doing to get through the main quest, like training 3 Pokemon only, main Pokemon, and then having 3 others for HM Pokemons. And, it's pretty awesome. What's this? Bianca! Hey, listen, let's have a Pokemon battle. Please! The Pokemon I caught have become a little stronger. Ready or not, here I come! Oh, I'm ready for you. And your weak-ass Pokemon. Yeah, Nintendo will never go out and fully say that there are hidden mechanics in the Pokemon games, I believe. I just think that it would really, kind of take away from the expertise of it all. But then again, it could open it up to other players and make people realize that Pokemon actually is a game for adults. A lot of people still have that stigma about Pokemon because of the anime and the trading card series. But both of those things are selling way worse than the games are. As I mentioned in the last episode, I think it was 1.8 million games sold on launch. That's intense. And that's because, really, when you get down to it, you get down to the bare bones, the ones and the O's. Awesome. Another level grown. So 3 levels in 1 episode, that's excellent. But when you get right down to the ones and O's, it becomes a very complex game, and you have to balance so many things. So you know what? Those who are just too stubborn to realize what a great game this is, you know what? They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Let them play their Call of Duties and Modern Warfare and whatnot. They're mostly frag heads anyway, probably trolls on local forums or YouTube. So who cares about their opinion, right? Woohoo! You're a tough cookie, DeoGenZ. I'm going to work hard on training my Pokemon so I don't lose to you anymore. Yeah, good luck with that. I look into my crystal ball and I see failure for you. Anyway, welcome to Striaton City, guys. Goodbye.